You're listening to Podcast PXN,
a video game podcast,
delivering player experience news.
Let's go! What's up, guys, and welcome to Podcast PXN, episode 315. I am one of your hosts, Daniel Prindle, aka Dan is DTM on still Twitter, and I'm joined over Discord by the Nintendo aficionado and hardcore casual himself, Roshan Warner, at Roro.
Hello. It's been so long.
And we're rejoined by the host of Large Popcorn and video producer at The Gamer, Christian Macias at ISO Christian.
Wear your seatbelts this holiday.
Wear your seatbelts.
I'm not joking.
Do it.
And resident
Wear your friggin' seatbelts.
And resident Embark Glazer and my fellow Spartan, Gage Dempster at Gilbo Biggins.
Reporting for duty, ready to glaze.
Glaze on. Jimmy's in the chat saying, I don't know why every time I'm commenting, it's adding Jimmy23646. Well, that's your name, would guess, right? Yeah. Jimmy, that's
It's
your...
like, I don't know who this Jimmy is either.
I'm genuinely curious who Jimmy is now. Like, what are you doing, Jimmy? Is this your alt account, Jimmy?
Unfortunately, it sounds like Jimmy doesn't know who Jimmy is.
Exactly.
You know, is this Glenn? Is this Glenn's alt account?
Glenn made his first little Twitch account.
No, this is YouTube. This is YouTube that he's commenting on. But I think we just exposed Glenn's alt account, Jimmy.
You forgot to switch to your burner, Glenn. Or switch back from your burner.
No, it's Glenn. He did. It's Glenn. Oh my God, Glenn.
I thought it was someone from Israel.
Your burner account, Glenn. Keurig says, wait, why is Christian back? Who hired him without my permission? He is back for this episode. He wanted to jump in with the lads to talk about the Game Awards.
Hey, I'm doing this one pro bono. It's fine.
Pro bono. All right. Thank you to everyone watching us live and participating in the chat. Just as a reminder, we are live each and every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Time on youtube.com/@podcastpxn and twitch.tv/podcastpxn as well. The topic of the show this week is the Game Awards 2025 nominees and our predictions of what we think we're going to see from these awards. Keurig has been dying for this episode. Let's talk about the games. Let's go ahead and do it then. Let's just do it then. We're going to cut over to this other scene here, and I'm glad that worked flawlessly because I didn't even think about the cameras, but it worked perfectly. We're going to go ahead and just go into start voting here. We're going to go backwards, working our way backwards all the way up to Game of the Year. And we're going to vote live here. So whatever the PXN consensus is going to be my votes that I'm putting in here. So
is it? Hold on. Is it your personal account or the podcast account that you're voting with?
I don't. It's my account because it says Daniel Prindle right here. So
wow.
This is my own account that we're deciding on here.
We get to sway your only vote.
Yeah. You know what? That's fair. That's just how the cookie crumbles. So of course we're starting with the most important category. I'm being sarcastic. Best esports team. We have Gen G, League of Legends, NRG with Valorant, Team Falcons with Dota 2, Team Liquid PH with Mobile Legends Bang Bang. What the fuck is that? Team Vitality with Counter-Strike 2. I don't know that any of us even give a shit about this.
I picked the Bungalators.
The Bungalators, that's not an option, but I mean that would probably win.
Can I suggest something?
What's that?
Based on the merits of the game, I don't want to support
Mobile Legends,
and I don't want to support Valorant, and I don't want to support Bang Bang Shrimp. Let's do Team Vitality for CS:GO.
Counter-Strike 2. Not
Sure.
called. It's not.
Whatever.
Completely different. I'm just kidding. All right, Vitality. Vitality it is. Vitality it is. All right, let's go to the next category, which is best esports athlete. Now this is incredible. Brock Summerhalder with Valorant. Chovi Chongji, who I am fucked. I'm just gonna say I'm fucked on these names here. I apologize in advance. Chovi Chongji Hyun with League of Legends. Forsaken Jason Susantu with Valorant. Kakeru Watanabe with Street Fighter. Saul Leonardo with Street Fighter. Matthew Herbeau with Counter-Strike 2. Anybody care about one of these?
Am I supposed to say something here?
With this, Dan, whichever name you feel the most comfortable pronouncing again for a second time, pick that one.
Let's do Saul Leonardo with Street Fighter.
Perfect.
There we go.
So when you said Forsaken, I interpreted that in my head as Forspoken, and I almost hit you with an anecdote, but I'll save it for later because it's funny.
All right. Let's move into best esports game, and that will be Counter-Strike 2 from Valve, Dota 2 from Valve, League of Legends from Riot, Mobile Legends Bang Bang from Moonton, or Valorant from Riot. So Valve and Riot make up 4/5 of this category. Incredible. Anybody have any preference for best esports game?
You would think Marvel Rivals might have a shot at like entering this category this year with how kind of big it was back in December and into January, but I guess not. Yeah.
That's true. Yeah. Let's just do Dota 2 just for the hell of it, you know?
Hell yeah.
Just for the hell of it. I don't think any of us care about these ones, but you know what?
No.
The people out there want to know what these awards are. All right. The best content creator of the year, we have Kydrell, we have Kai Sinet, we have Moist Critical, we have Sakura Miko, or we have The Burnt Peanut.
I'm going Burnt Peanut.
Yeah, I'm
I'm going Peanut.
Yeah, bro.
Is Sakura? Hold
Peanut.
on, real quick. Is that Sakura like Kaide's sister, as in the one that was like kind of dating Jason?
I have
That
no
I don't
idea.
know.
I don't know.
Okay, so Burnt Peanut.
I don't know any of the words that you just said. Yeah, Burnt Peanut.
And Kirik in the chat is also saying Burnt Peanut, so this is all of ours. Hell yeah.
Let's ride.
Let's ride with the Burnt Peanuts and the Bungalators. All right.
Bro, I think I interrupted you. I'm sorry.
Oh no, I'm with you guys with the burnt peanut. Burnt peanut. Let's do it.
We like burnt peanuts, right? Roasted burnt peanuts. All right. That leads us into most anticipated game. We have 007 First Light from IO Interactive, Grand Theft Auto 6 from Rockstar Games, Marvel's Wolverine from Insomniac Games, Resident Evil Requiem from Capcom, or The Witcher 4 from CD Projekt Red.
Can I say
our
something
votes here? Yo.
This is actually, like, if you take a step back, this is a pretty good collection of 5 games. However, it's still 1 hydrogen bomb versus 4 coughing babies. I'm sorry.
Hey, let's see how everyone's...
I don't know about the Witcher's pretty big too. Not Grand Theft Auto big, but certainly big.
Let's see how our votes fall. Ro, what's your vote?
Out of all these titles, stick with me here. I am most anticipating Marvel's Wolverine as my personally. But I would be crazy to say, like, if Marvel's Wolverine got delayed into 2027, I would be less mad if Grand Theft Auto were to get delayed into 2027. Like, I would be upset if Grand Theft Auto 6 got delayed again versus my most anticipated game, if you know what I mean. Like, that Grand Theft Auto 6, I think, should be the vote. because even me, as someone who hasn't played a lot of GTA games, not a super big GTA fan, I am anticipating this release more than most of the games on this list. Like I said, I want to play Marvel's Wolverine, but I think Grand Theft Auto 6 is the vote that we should vote as PXN.
Wow.
Me personally, Marvel's Wolverine is my vote. Like, I'm going to vote for that one, but as PXN, I think Grand Theft Auto 6.
I was gonna say 007 First Light. Come on. No, I'm kidding.
Whoa.
That was a joke. That was a joke. That was a callback to me saying that 007 First Light does not look that great.
Right.
And I agreed with you.
Yes, you did. I do remember that. Yeah, it's crazy. I actually remembered that. You know?
It was once in a lifetime.
That's an inside joke. You get it.
Can I say I don't like this category? I've never liked this category. It's weird. Some of these games like don't even have like hard dates. You know what I mean? Does Witcher have a window even?
Right, because then it's like, okay, if none of these games hit, are they going to be nominated? Like, can they double up next year?
Yeah,
right, exactly.
Right.
Yeah. Like Resident Evil Requiem and First Light and like GTA, because it technically has a date, are fine. But yeah, I agree with you. Where it's like, if it's nebulous, you probably shouldn't be allowed to.
Yeah. I mean, the answer though is GTA. Gage is right.
Yeah.
Like, industry shattering of a title.
Yes.
But I like the way. Whenever Rockstar puts out a game, the next 2 to 3 years is like, how do they like code this? These guys are technical wizards when it comes to like the games that they make. Just the amount of money that goes into them. So 100%, I have to see what all the fuss is about come next fall. It's gonna be big.
Big indeed. Keurig says, I want 007, but this time the new GTA has caught my attention again since GTA 3. He did disagree with me and said 007 reminds me of the Hitman series, and those games are awesome. I agree with you. The Hitman's awesome. This is a whole. I don't want to get spun off because
you don't want to make our number one most devoted fan upset. But Keurig, he's trying to tell you you're wrong, and don't worry, Keurig. Dan's wrong. You're right.
I'm not telling him he's wrong. I don't want to spend forever on that, and then we not get to all these awards. So
right.
All right. Best adaptation. Also, as we go along here, I'm going to ask about predictions for some of these. Like, I'm not going to ask about predictions for all these just for the time factor, because we'll be here for forever. But yeah, just keep that in mind. Best adaptation here is recognizing outstanding creative work that faithfully and authentically adapts a video game to another entertainment medium. We have a Minecraft movie from Legendary Pictures, Mohang, and Warner Brothers. We have Devil May Cry from Studio Mir, Capcom, and Netflix. We have Splinter Cell Death Watch from Faust, Sun Creature, Ubisoft, and Netflix. We have Last of Us Season 2 from HBO and PlayStation. We have Until Dawn from Screen Gems and PlayStation. What is best adaptation?
I'm going to start us off here. I have only seen 2 of the 5 on this list.
Which 2?
And without seeing all of them, I can guarantee you I've seen the 2 worst entries on this list.
I love my track though.
Exactly. You're mentioning, you were like kind of like edging us a little bit with the whole predictions thing. I think Last of Us Part 2 is going to win this, and it should not probably win this. I can't speak because I haven't seen Minecraft movie, Devil May Cry, or Splinter Cell. But I have a prediction that, The Last of Us is going to take it, even though it probably should be Devil May Cry or Splinter Cell. But what would my vote be? I have to abstain because I didn't like either of the 2 entries that I saw.
What was the other one that you saw?
I saw Until Dawn, dude. Don't tell me why.
The Wendigos.
It was incredibly bad. It was remarkably not good.
Has anyone seen any other stuff from this?
Dan, have you only seen Last of Us Part 2, Dan?
That's all I've seen, yes.
Right.
I want to see the Splinter Cell series just to see if it's... I've heard some good things about it.
Right.
I just haven't had a chance to. But maybe I will now. Sorry.
No, I'm in the same boat. I've seen only Last of Us. I've heard great things about the Devil May Cry anime though. So I hope again, I also can't speak, but I hope that wins just because I like that medium more. But
Right.
yeah, I have a feeling that The Last of Us is going to win as well though.
Never forget that last year you guys said this is the golden age of adaptations, and look where we are now, huh?
Hey, an age is more than 1 year. An
Yeah.
age is more
Bringing
than
it back
1
next
year.
year.
All right, Fallout
Just-
Season 2 is going to come in and reclaim.
Also, Sonic couldn't be eligible,
That's,
even though it could,
yeah,
because
that's
it was
stupid.
in December, even though it
Yeah.
sad.
Like,
There's a reason it's not here, bro.
No, that's bullshit.
Until Dawn.
You're gonna tell me Until
Until Dawn,
Dawn is a
exactly,
better movie?
exactly.
Yeah, I think not. Fuck out of here.
At
Got
least
me
add
there.
one more.
You got me
I
there,
haven't
folks.
I have
Yeah.
not seen any of the Sonic movies. I can tell you the weakest one is better than Until Dawn.
Yeah.
Sonic
Yeah.
2 better than Until Dawn. Damn.
Sonic 3.
Let's vote. Can I just let me just
No.
suggest something? Let's do Devil May Cry. It seems like
Devil May Cry.
without any sort of authority or definitive information that we're all kind of hoping that's the best one.
Sure. Now that I have Netflix again starting today, because 30
on.
minutes ago the new Stranger Things season just released.
We should have voted Minecraft, dude. There was a whole chicken jockey movement.
True.
That's a meme. That's not that's not an indicator of the quality of the product.
Right. I agree with that.
And we're gonna find out this weekend, Gage.
We are gonna. That's awesome.
All right. Moving on to best multiplayer, and this one I want to get our ideas on our prediction and what we personally want. So we're gonna vote. If you want to say your personal pick, obviously to contribute to the podcast pick, so we can figure out who should win. I think that we're gonna probably have a pretty good idea. Yeah. So prediction and which one we should vote for. Yeah. Who wants to start? Oh, sorry, I didn't even read it off.
Can you give us the?
Yeah, that
All right,
might
thank you.
help. Best multiplayer for outstanding online multiplayer gameplay and design, including co-op and massively multiplayer experiences, irrespective of game genre or platform. The nominees are Arc Raiders from Embark Studios, Battlefield 6 from EA and DICE, Elden Ring Night Rain from Software and Bandai Namco, Peak from Agro Lab Landfall, Split Fiction from Hazelight Studios and EA.
Can I go first?
Go for
Please.
it.
I will bet anyone that Arc Raiders will not win. And I'll tell
In
you
the
why.
same ballpark.
I'll tell you why. That game is like big with the community, but I don't think it's big with the major like voting outlets. I think it's too niche for them, and they kind of see it as more of like a standard sort of multiplayer experience that they jump in. And, it's great. Does it revolutionize things? I don't know. I think they might vote for Peak, is what my prediction is. My personal vote is, of course, Arc Raiders, though.
I'm very parallel with what Christian's saying, except slightly different at the end. Arc Raiders, by the sum of the sum of the experiences I've had with that game, it really is quite like something, and it's like I'm falling in love with this game in a way that's like bringing me back to my childhood. So Arc Raiders for me is my personal vote. It's so much more than what it looks like on surface level. However, I agree. I just don't think it'll go Peak. Although I think let me put it this way: I think Peak might be the second most voted game. I think Split Fiction will actually get it because Split Fiction's kind of up against a lot of tough competition this year in a lot of its other categories. I think this is the category that Split Fiction wins, even though I love that game, that's kind of a bizarre thing. But for the same reason that you're talking about, that you think it'll be Peak, I think it'll be Split Fiction. But I think both of those will be neck and neck.
We lost Christian. I think he lost service or something. So, but anyways, Bro?
Yes. I've only played Peak here on this list, and I really enjoyed my time with it. I agree with what Christian and Gage were saying though about Arc Raiders. I saw how much the community wanted it to be nominated for other categories. Wanting it to win in this, or wanting it to hopefully win in this one. But I also agree that I don't think, like, I've seen the reviews that a lot of the outside of the AI stuff, but just like not normal reviews, but reviews that didn't focus on that and how they talked about it. And I don't know if it'll win either. I'm with Gage, and I think Split Fiction will win. But
Nice.
personally, I think Peak was my the only game that I played here, but I had a lot of fun with it. So I would be happy if they won as well.
This this is the category that I struggle with the most, I think, in terms of like predictions. I hear what you guys are saying about Split Fiction, and I think I agree, but I think the problem is I don't know if there's going to be like recency bias, and I think because of recency bias mainly, I'm thinking either Arc Raiders or Battlefield 6 is going to win. And
Interesting.
because obviously it's best multiplayer, not best overall game, because Battlefield 6's campaign got kind of destroyed. So I don't know. That's interesting. But my personal vote would also be Arc Raiders.
Hell yeah.
I wonder how much, like, I know that recency bias definitely plays a role in like the community's predictions, like the gaming community on Twitter and other social media stuff. But I wonder how like they approach it, like the actual voting people. Like, do they go back and look at their reviews? Like, how do they break it down? Like, how much that impacts it?
I can tell you.
Okay, yeah, please, if you're allowed to.
Yeah, like, well, I can't tell you like personal philosophies, but we've had like group discussions, because I think TG has been like a voting outlet, and I think DualShockers was, and it was just like you'd get a bunch of the editors in like a group call, and they would just talk about for a while, and then come to consensus. But it would be like it'd be like a whole day dedicated to these kinds of discussions.
And do you think recency bias plays a role in that, or do you guys come at each game pretty fairly?
The way I've seen it is that everyone has like their list and what they would kind of like vote for, and then and then those discussions rise to the top, and then they have the discussions about which one do you think deserves it more, and you end up putting it to a vote.
Okay, interesting.
So not dissimilar from what we do.
I don't think it's recency bias for voting list. Correct.
All right.
Interesting.
So I surmise our group pick is going to be Arc Raiders due to having three votes.
Yes.
Sorry, Ro.
It's okay.
I would, but can I say something?
What did Ro vote for?
A Split Fiction?
No. Your vote was Peak, right?
Oh, Peak is my personal, yeah.
Because you
Peak.
played Peak.
Ro and I, but you cut out though when I was explaining. But Ro and I both had the same thing, where it's like for the same reason you think Peak will win, Ro and I think that Split Fiction will win, in terms of like that's what the voter base will go for. So that's our prediction.
Okay.
That Split Fiction will win, but my vote is Arc Raiders, and Ro went with Peak.
All right. Moving over to best sports/racing game for the best traditional and non-traditional sports and racing game. We have EA Sports FC 26 from EA Canada. We have F1 25 from Codemasters. We have Mario Kart World from Nintendo. We have Rematch from Slow Clap. And we have Sonic Racing Cross Worlds from Sonic Team.
What is this list? What is this list, dude? What? I bet you Sonic wins, dude. The outlets love Sonic Racing Cross Worlds this year.
Oh man. And it's not even, it's fun. Like, don't get me wrong, it's lots of fun. And I personally love it. But compared to like Mario Kart, it's like not, like quality wise, gameplay, stuff like that, it's not the same quality, but it's fun. It's really fun, and I guess that's all that matters.
I'm gonna add a cherry on top of this ridiculous list, which is that my vote has to be rematch too, by virtue of that being the only game I've played. So my vote is rematch, even though that game is fucking busted beyond belief.
Yeah, here's the thing, though. Even if it is extremely broken, it's more fun than the newest EA FC.
Mm-hmm.
There wasn't that much new in FC this year.
The core
rematch
the core
feels more revolutionary.
Right, the core fundamentals of that game are so solid that like if that game did work properly as intended, like I would be expecting it to be in a lot of like nominated in a lot of categories. Like the foundations, the bones on that game are so good. But yeah, I mean, yeah, that's my vote. My vote is rematch.
Ro, what was your vote?
I would vote for Sonic. Racing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Another 3-1, isn't it?
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, I had to think about it for a minute. I think rematch, just because, like what you guys are saying, it has more of a feel that you don't really get from these other games. Like it's something unique, despite it not working half the time, but it's still a lot of fun. Like despite all the problems, we still played it a ton. So I think that would be my personal vote. However, I think for prediction, I would probably bet on. I would probably bet on Mario Kart World, even though personally I wasn't that crazy about Mario Kart World. I feel like a lot of the critics were still good with it, so I don't know. So rematch it is for us.
Let's hope rematch wins so that the team gets more money.
There you go.
Right.
Do they get money for this?
I don't know. I'm just saying, like, I want that game fixed.
I got you. All right, moving to best sim/strategy. This is the best game focused on real-time or turn-based simulation or strategy gameplay, irrespective of platform. We have Final Fantasy Tactics, the Ivalice Chronicles from Square Enix. We have Jurassic World Evolution 3 from Frontier Developments. We have Sid Meier's Civilization 7 from Firaxis. We have Tempest Rising from Slipgate Ironworks and 3D Realms. We have The Altars from 11-Bit Studios. And we have 2 Point Museum from 2 Point Studios. I'll lead us off. I'll just say, just by default, I'm picking Jurassic World Evolution 3 for my pick, just because I played the other two and I love dinosaurs. So, there you go. The rest of them I haven't played. So
I don't have a personal horse in this race, but I do know that The Altars was kind of a hidden gem with critics. I have it. I own it on Epic. I got it for free somehow. So I'll have to play it at some point because I am curious. I heard it is good, but I don't have a personal pick for this one. So I'll leave it to you, Dan. If you want to pick the Dinos game, go crazy.
Well, what are the other two gents say?
I haven't played any in this category either, but from what I've heard about Final Fantasy Tactics, it's a really good remaster of a game that people already were saying is like their favorite game of all time anyway. So the stuff that they've added to it with like the voice acting and other new modes, I guess, and accessibility stuff really brought it up. So I think that has a chance of winning. I think it did well critically as well. But yeah, I honestly don't know which one would win out of these games because I haven't played any of them.
I'm seeing Kirik in the chat saying, "Okay, serious now. Final Fantasy Tactics all the way." So Kirik's pulling for it.
I'm gonna tilt the scales in Ro and Kirik's favor. I'm gonna vote Final Fantasy Tactics.
All right, there we go. That's our vote. Final Fantasy Tactics. See, you just swayed the vote, Kirik. You did it.
Let's go.
What did Jimmy do?
Jimmy, he changed it. Now it says Glenn for the win. Oh my goodness, Gage and Daniel agree, he says. Under his new name, Glenn for the win. Best family game. For the best game appropriate for family play, irrespective of genre or platform, we have Donkey Kong Bonanza from Nintendo, Lego Party from SMG Studio, Lego Voyagers from Lightbrick Studios, Mario Kart World from Nintendo, Sonic Racing Cross Worlds from Sonic Team, and Split Fiction from Hazelight.
Who's playing Split Fiction with like well, I'm a
The best
fool.
game
Sorry, I'll be
appropriate for
quiet.
family play.
Yeah.
I mean, the very fact that Split Fiction is also nominated for Game of the Year, like the tism in my brain is
Wait.
like, oh well, then it
Split
must be.
No, Split Fiction's not nominated for Game of
Is
the
it
Year.
not nominated for Game of the Year?
No.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. Either way, the Split Fiction is the only game that I've played from this list, so that's what my vote is.
Okay. Anybody else have votes?
My prediction is that Bonanza is going to win, but I haven't played anything besides Crossworlds on here.
So is your vote for Crossworlds then?
Really?
Sorry, my vote would be for I would vote for Bonanza. I'll vote for Bonanza too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Christian?
I'm voting Lego Voyagers.
I was actually thinking the exact same thing. I saw
heard
a
good
lot
things
of
about
good
that too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I saw a lot of good things about it. I wanted to play it, never played it, but Lego Voyagers. That's our vote then.
There we go.
Okay. Best fighting game. For the best game designed primarily around head-to-head combat, we have TXKO from Riot Games. We have Capcom Fighting Collection 2 from Capcom. Fatal Fury City of the Wolves from SNK. Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection from Digital Eclipse. Virtua Fighter 5 Revo World Stage from Ryu Ga Gotoku Studio. I've not played any of these.
I think a lot of people were kind of confused by this list as well, like the adaptation one, where like some of the games on here weren't even that well received. Like I don't think the Legacy Collection, the Mortal Kombat one, was received that well, and I don't know about the Capcom Fighting one either. But I think isn't 2XKO. Again, I'm also not super deep into the fighting game scene.
I thought that's the one people liked a lot.
Yeah, I would say out of what's here, I feel like that's the most positive reception that I've seen at least.
So TXKO, is that our vote?
I was gonna vote for that to support my girl Jinx. So absolutely.
Oh, sure.
All right. There we go. TXKO. Oh, I didn't realize it's a League of Legends game. Okay. Interesting. Thanks. Okay. Best RPG. We are at Best RPG for the best game designed with rich player character customization and progression, including massively multiplayer experiences. And our nominees are Avowed from Obsidian Entertainment, Claire Obscure Expedition 33 from Sandfall Interactive and Kepler, Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 from Warhorse Studios, Monster Hunter Wilds from Capcom, and The Outer Worlds 2 from Obsidian Entertainment as well. Got to be the first time we've had 2 games from the same developer in 1 year in a category. That's crazy.
I will say this could be potentially the start of what is going to be a night where Expedition 33 sweeps everything, unfortunately. But I think it is going to be a lot closer between Kingdom Come and E33 than we think. If E33 gets the bigger categories, this could be where Kingdom Come Deliverance gets its roses here.
Right. I've only played Avowed on this list, and I was not very impressed. Kingdom. Everything I've seen about Kingdom Come Deliverance makes me very interested in that game, and I think that would be my vote. Would be Kingdom Come Deliverance too.
Yeah, I haven't played anything on this list, unfortunately, but of course I've heard like the reception for most of the games here. I would vote for Claire Obscure for this one. I think Christian's right, where I think it's just going to start sweeping from here on out for a lot of the categories moving forward. Monster Hunter Wilds, it did well in the beginning, but I think since its release, I think a lot of people have come down on it a little bit more. I think on Steam it's like mixed now. I don't know what happened. Initially, it came out to pretty high acclaim, and then it just dipped. I don't know.
It was the post-launch updates weren't like kind of up to snuff. Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's
not a lot of content post-release.
So
my vote is Claire Obscure.
We got to hear what Dan thinks about Outer Worlds.
Well, hang on. We have one vote for Claire Obscure, one vote for Kingdom Come Deliverance. What was your vote, Christian?
I would do the same. I'd do Kingdom Come Deliverance as well.
Okay.
Ooh,
that means by default that is going to be our winner before I even say my vote, because everyone knows what my vote's going to be. It is the sequel to the 2019 Game of the Year in Dan's heart, and that is the Outer Worlds 2. I've only been able to play about 5 hours of it because of fucking said game that we already talked about, our creators. But from what I played thus far, it's very much more Outer Worlds, and I love that. And I'm definitely planning on jumping into Outer Worlds 2 more for the holiday break. So my vote is Outer Worlds 2, but seems like our PXN vote is Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. Which Kirik in the chat also says I would like Outer Worlds 2 to get it, played Avowed and love it, but my heart lies with Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. So there you go. I have like a bad connotation in my head of Kingdom Come Deliverance just because I backed it on Kickstarter and the first game was like really janky and I couldn't get past the jank, so I never really played much of it. So I have that bad perception in my head, regardless of if 2 is like way better. All right, best action adventure game. For the best action adventure game combining combat with traversal and puzzle solving, we have Death Stranding 2 On the Beach from Kojima Productions, Ghost of Yotai from Sucker Punch Productions, Hollow Knight Silk Song from Team Cherry, Indiana Jones and the Great Circle from Machine Games, and Split Fiction from Hazelight.
This is a tough one for me.
I'll start us off this time, just since I've been going last. It's kind of a cop out for me, so I'm gonna go first. I'm gonna put my neck on the guillotine, and I'm gonna say Indiana Jones and the Great Circle.
Yeah. Oh my god!
Oh my god! Yeah. Fuck. I can't wait to hear yours.
I did not like. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Gage.
Well, no. Let me put my neck on the guillotine for you, Christian, and say my vote is Death Stranding 2 On the Beach.
Whoa! What the hell?
Easily. Well, not easily. Actually, I know, because I said this is a tough one for me. My heart is torn between that and Split Fiction. Dan and I played Split Fiction all the way through. We had a fantastic time doing it. The game's got a lot of heart, but I went into Death Stranding 2 like I'm not gonna like this game again, and then cut to me ugly crying at the end of it. So it's got to be Death Stranding 2 for me.
For this category, action adventure, I think for me it's Silk Song. Like that game is the quintessential experience of both exploration and like really challenging combat that is consistently fun, and always intuitive, and also rewards trying out new ways of playing that game. Death Stranding 2 does that as well. It's obviously more polished than the first one, but it doesn't reach the highs that Silk Song does for me. My vote Silk Song.
Interesting.
Okay, Ro, what's your vote?
My vote is also Silk Song.
Okay, there you go. Silk Song. Kirik says in the chat, Indiana Jones is his pick. And just to add to my sense, I didn't get to explain why Indiana Jones is my. After Egypt in that game is amazing. I don't care what anybody says. Before Egypt, I was not a huge fan of it. Egypt on, I loved it. So that was why that was my pick. And I watched fucking Gage play hours of Death Stranding 2, and I wanted to shoot myself. So
you watched me play 38 minutes of Death Stranding 2 over the course of 6 days.
That was more than I'm gonna call up Lynn right now because it was way more than 38 minutes. All right, Hollow Knight Silk Song is our pick. Let's go.
Remember when you never mind.
Best action game is for the best game in the action genre, focused primarily on combat. Battlefield 6 from Battlefield Studios, Doom: The Dark Ages from id Software and Bethesda, Hades 2 from Supergiant Games, Ninja Gaiden 4 from Platinum Games and Team Ninja, Shinobi: Art of Vengeance from Lizard Cube. Best action game. What is it?
Ends with a 2.
I'm sorry. What'd you say?
It ends in a 2. So
Ends with a 2.
Hades 2. You're saying Hades 2?
That's gonna be my vote for this category.
How much time did you put into Hades 2?
I want to say maybe like 4 hours in the early access period. This is my thing, right? I didn't play Ninja Gaiden 4 and I didn't play Shinobi. I did play the Doom: The Dark Ages and was not impressed. And Battlefield 6, yeah, it's fun, but I gotta vote Hades 2. That's my vote.
I was not into Hades 2 at all, and I tried. And I loved Hades 1, but that game was not doing it for me.
So what's your vote, Christian?
Wait, did I unmute and mute successfully? Shinobi.
Nope.
Shinobi. Okay.
There we go.
Shinobi. Ro, what's your vote?
I on this list as well, I've only played Hades, but based on what my vote is for Hades as well. I did enjoy it. I haven't beaten it yet. I thought it was a good or great whatchamacallit? I thought it was a good sequel, I guess. I was looking for a better word. But what I've seen about Shinobi as well, it looks like it's very well made as well. I'm having a hard time choosing between the two, but I've only played Hades, so it's hard for me to vote for it. But yeah, I see why Christian would vote for Shinobi though. Hades 2 is my vote though.
Fair enough.
Yeah, Shinobi
I feel
looks really cool.
I feel like the other two people in this room right now have completely forgotten how good Battlefield 6 is. Like, I don't know what the fuck they're smoking because that game is fantastic.
It's fine. It's
no,
fine.
it's not.
Best
it's more than fine. Hey, let me talk.
I don't know.
Let me talk.
Oh, you're right.
The fuck.
You're right.
Battlefield 6's fucking gameplay, sound design, everything about it is the best it's been since Battlefield 3, Battlefield 4, bar none. Like, this franchise has been non-existent, and now this game is fantastic. I was a person that did not even like playing the on-ground combat in Battlefield games, and this game pulled me back into that. I was only playing Battlefield games for the vehicle combat and loved the vehicles. Now I don't even get in vehicles, despite, them being still there. So yeah, that's why it's my vote. Battlefield 6. Kirik also said Battlefield 6 for this one as well, but our vote is for Hades 2.
You did the little call out of the group, and I saw red, dude. I had to unmute immediately.
All right. Best VR AR game. For the best game experience playable in virtual or augmented reality, irrespective of platform, we have Alien Rogue Incursion from Servios. We have Arcan Age from Vitruvius VR. We have Ghost Town from Fireproof Games. We have Marvel's Deadpool VR from Twisted Pixel Games. The Midnight Walk from Moonhood and Fast Travel Games. I've not played any of these.
I don't think any of us have played any of these.
I abstain.
I don't even own a VR headset.
I don't even know if it's good, and I kind of want to vote for Alien Rogue Incursion.
That's all. It's funny you say that because, like, I should say I abstain, but if I have to pick something, I was also thinking Alien Rogue Incursion.
There we go. By default, we're choosing. And look at that. Keurig in the chat also chooses Alien. The fucking art looks cool on it, too. The fucking alien saliva dripping on the dude's head.
But you like
that. Would like that. You would like that, you dirty little dog, huh?
Jesus.
Not yet. Not yet.
Okay. All right. Best mobile game. For the best game playable on a mobile device, we have Destiny Rising from NetEase Games, Persona 5 The Phantom X from Blackwings Game Studio, Sonic Rumble from Rovio Entertainment. It's interesting, I didn't know they made that. Yuma Musumi.
That's the one that's going to win right there. That's the one.
That is the one that's going to win.
From Psy Games. Wuthering Waves from Kuro Games.
Wait, Wuthering Heights is a game?
Wuthering
Waves.
I know, I was doing a joke. Pretty Derby. Pretty Derby's my vote.
Yeah. I vote horse racing. Horse girl racing.
Me too.
Horse girl racing. Gage, is that your vote?
That's Pretty Derby.
All right, I guess it's Pretty Derby. Here it is. Yep, Yuma Musumi.
That is my vote and my prediction.
Oh, gosh. Best debut indie game. For the best debut game created by a new independent studio, one of the games had to be removed from this list. Blueprints from Dagubomb. We have Glare Obscure Expedition 33 from Sandfall Interactive. Despelate from Julian Cordero, Sebastian Valbuena in Panic, and then we have Dispatch from Ad Hoc Studio.
My vote and my prediction is Blueprints. This will be the one I think where the voter base will be like, okay, we got to give something to Blueprints, and it'll be this one.
Mm-hmm.
I could also see this going to Dispatch as well.
True.
From what I've heard.
For the same reason, yeah. Yeah, that's fair.
For the same reason, yeah.
I've heard great things about Blueprints and Despelate actually recently. And we all know Claire Obscure. I played Dispatch and I loved it, and I think Dispatch will be my vote as well in this category. Again, it's the only one that I played, but I think I would have chosen it anyway.
Christian, what was your vote?
How much I loved it.
Sorry, I'm voting Blueprints.
You're voting Blueprints. Okay, so that's interesting because my vote was going to be Dispatch, so that means we're tied 2-2.
Keurig.
And Keurig says he chooses Blueprints. So there you go.
Here we go.
Blueprints.
Holy shit.
Best debut.
What if he chose Despelate? What would we do?
Well, then we would just have to play rock, paper, scissors live on air.
True.
Best independent game is for outstanding creative and technical achievement in a game made outside the traditional publisher system. First one, Absalom from Guard Crush Games, Supermonks, and Datumo. Ball X Pit from Kenny Sun and Devolver. Blueprints from Dagubomb and Raw Fury. Claire Obscure Expedition 33 from Sandfall Interactive. Hades 2 from Supergiant Games, and Hollow Knight Silksong from Team Cherry.
hope Expedition doesn't win this, based purely on the fact that like they had a publisher. No, I guess Samfall technically published it themselves, even though they partner with Kepler Interactive, I think, right?
Yes.
But they had so much funding. They have Charlie Cox money. To me, that doesn't sit right when I think about like what the core, indie developer sort of looks like.
Kind of. There's an X factor here though, where it's like, did they have Charlie Cox money, or did Charlie Cox just get hooked on the script that he was given, or his manager convinced him to take? Like, they didn't necessarily have to compete. Charlie, with Daredevil salary. There's a lot of big actors that sometimes will do small
star money, dude. Jennifer. Go ahead, sorry, Dan.
Sorry, let me interject real fast because I did see something the other day about this that Charlie didn't even realize like what role he was playing. Like he had no idea. Like he's like, I just did this role and then realized it blew up.
It was like done in an afternoon, I think. Yes. I read as well.
Can I say, I'm going to say something that Christian might vehemently disagree with, but my gut tells me that he only had a five-figure salary for doing Clair Obscur. I do not think it was that much money that he got at all for this. I think this was more of like him doing like an art house thing.
Right, but like you still have Ben Starrs like starring in this game, and what's her name? She just won a BAFTA. Also, a really like highly acclaimed vocal artist.
Right.
They had significantly more funding.
Sure,
that's what I'm trying to say.
Sure, right. My pick is Ball Pit, just because that is the game that I've played the most on this list. My prediction is that Clair Obscur will take this though.
Votes Ball Pit. Christian, Rowe, what were your votes? What were you thinking?
I'd love to hear Rowe go next.
I would vote for Silk Song on this list again. I think, yeah, just Team Cherry in general, how much love they put into this game, taking their time with it, and just being confident enough to wait it out and then release a really great product. And not that these products aren't really great, because they're all on the list for a reason, but I definitely have a lot of respect for Team Cherry, even though it's not the type of game that I gravitate towards. It's definitely a beautiful game. So my vote is Hollow Knight Silk Song.
Daniel?
Honestly, I've never played any of these games, so I don't really have a bone in the fight here. I was kind of waiting to see if you guys all tied, and then I'd have to break the tie, because that's honestly all I would be doing.
Can you give me so I know Silk Song's on here, Ball Pit, yes. Expedition 33. There's two more that I'm missing.
Absolum, Blueprint,
Absolum, yeah.
Hades 2, Expedition, Ball Pit, Silk Song.
You know what to do, Dan.
Silk Song?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Silk Song.
I was going to say, too, I wanted to change my vote because Ro convinced me to vote for Silk Song as well.
All right, that leads us to Best Community Support, recognizing a game for outstanding community support, transparency, and responsiveness, inclusive of social media activity and game updates / patches. We have Baldur's Gate 3 from Larian Studios, Final Fantasy 14 from Square Enix, Fortnite from Epic Games, Helldivers 2 from Arrowhead Game Studios, No Man's Sky from Hello Games. I'm just off the cuff here. I'm just saying No Man's Sky because of how many updates they continue to support the game. Like, that's got to be amazing support at this point with the 20-some free updates, probably more than that they've released for this game.
The thing is, I always look at No Man's Sky and I'm like, we can't keep posturing up the Cinderella story. But then I look at like the quality of updates they gave, and it's like, oh damn, that is actually like a substantial upgrade for this game, or update, excuse me. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it seems
right. Like... That's the thing, is like we're not to speak for everybody else, but it's like I'm not just voting for it year after year because it's like, oh, No Man's Sky, they have a soft. Then they keep earning it year after year. Dan was just talking about how the quality and the quantity of updates that they give. Also, the fact that you can't spend money in this game if you wanted to. Everything is free. Everything is being developed for the player and specifically just for the player's like enjoyment. Like it has to be No Man's Sky.
It feels
Is that true? I thought the newest Corvettes that they added to the game you have to like purchase.
If that's true, that went under my radar. As far as I'm aware, there's not been a paid update expansion for this game.
It feels like they're using this game as like a test bed for Light No Fire too. Like it seems like they're introducing new features and stuff that they kind of showed off with Light No Fire. So it's interesting that they're maybe using this as like a test bed for that game. I don't know.
I will say I tried to get back into No Man's Sky this year. Played for like 90 minutes. Insanely bored.
It's a really hard. The jumping in point at the beginning is really hard. Like it's yeah. If you can get past that initial part, I think it really opens up. But the beginning hours of that game are awful.
Yes, Ro is 100% nail on the head there. I would say, and also this is one of those games that like totally different vibe playing by yourself versus like 3 other dedicated people that you're playing with.
Ro, what's your vote?
No Man's Sky as well.
Okay.
Yes.
No Man's Sky. That's what it is. All right. Best ongoing game awarded to a game for outstanding development of ongoing content that evolves the player experience over time. I don't know how this is different than the previous category.
Seamless. Yeah, we talked about this last year too.
It's so fucking
They
stupid.
replaced one game.
Yeah, and it's like the description of the other one was like including game updates and such, but like this is the same thing. It's like, I don't know, that's silly. Final Fantasy 14 from Square Enix, Fortnite from Epic Games, Helldivers 2 from Arrowhead Game Studios, Marvel Rivals from NetEase Games, and No Man's Sky from Hello Games.
Fortnite.
I heard Tarantino's doing a movie in there.
They're gonna continue, dude. Paul Thomas Anderson wanted to continue the one battle after another story in Fortnite.
I almost sent that to you on Twitter. I saw that and got my body temperature increased by like 3 points.
So you want me to vote for Fortnite?
My vote is actually Fortnite, unironically. Oh, I'm trying to do the heavy lifting in my brain and see what they're getting at with these 2 separate categories, and I think if I understand it correctly in my head, that I would vote for Fortnite in terms of what they mean with like evolving content and evolving the player base. Like, sure.
Evolve into a Simpsons game.
Right.
All right. Sorry, Ro.
Having a hard time choosing, honestly. I guess I'll choose Fortnite as well, just because I don't want to choose No Man's Sky again.
That's exactly.
Goddamn right.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. All right. Games for impact for a thought-provoking game with a pro-social meaning or message. We have Consume Me from Jenny Gio-Hisia, AP Thompson, and Hexecutable. We have Despelote from Julian Cordero, Sebastian Falbuena, and Panic. We have Lost Records, Bloom and Rage from Dontnod Montreal and Dontnod. We have South of Midnight from Compulsion Games and Xbox Game Studios. We have Wander Stop from Ivy Road and Annapurna Interactive.
Wow, I totally thought Ann Roger would make this list, but it did not. That was kind of big with people. I don't have a vote for this one.
Anybody else have a vote?
I also don't feel comfortable voting. I haven't played any of these games myself. I'm very happy that Lost Records made it. I haven't played it yet, but Dontnod, love them. Glad they made it.
My vote would have to be South of Midnight because that's the only game on this list that I've played.
That one, okay. If I had an issue with that one, with anyone, it'd be that one. Okay, Dan, did you finish South of Midnight?
I haven't even played it, no.
I need to know what the pro-social message is in this one.
Right. Like, in this category, why is it's here?
Because I read this and I'm like, oh, they picked the game that stars a black character.
I didn't want to say that, but like this is one of those like self-exposition, like you're self-exposing your.
Yes,
it's a little bit of like it's a little bit Get Out coded, where it's like you guys are.
I would have voted for
trying too hard a little bit. Yeah. There's not and I didn't roll credits on South of Midnight. I did get pretty far in it. There's not like you're right. It is kind of just like no, this is starring a cast of diverse characters, but there's not the plot is kind of otherworldly and like
which is fine, and I get it. But also, if I don't know if it meets the criteria of a game for impact, just because it has like a diverse cast. You know what I mean?
Right.
I have to be careful. I'm sounding old, like borderline problematic, but I think you understand the sentiment. What I'm aiming at.
No, I get it too. So I don't know if we could. I guess it's still our vote though. Like, what do we choose it instead?
It's kind of like movies for impact with pro-social messaging. Yeah. We're nominating Blade. It's like, all right, well,
Black Panther.
Man, I mean, I've heard good things about Despelote as well, and I know that does have like a very personal story. I think it's I think one of the names here, either Julian or Sebastian, it's like their story. So I've heard great things about that. If you guys want to,
I've heard.
Let's do Despelote.
I've heard good things about Despelote and Consume, and of those two, I've heard way more about Despelote.
I think we should vote for that.
Vote for Despelote? Okay. Now,
let's do it.
I'm voting for Despelote here, but I do want to like chime in here because I was thinking while you guys were talking, I'm like it says a game with a pro-social meaning or message. It doesn't necessarily mean that, in my eyes anyways, that like it has to have like a pro-social like a story that's like, you know, meaningful. Like in my head, I'm seeing pro-social message, and like a diverse cast is kind of a pro-social message, right? Like you don't get a lot of those types of experiences. So that's where I was thinking on that side of it.
And I think you're right, because you can 100% look at a game that's made of an entire black cast and be like, okay, well, I feel seen, and therefore, just because the game exists, it is impacting me. So that's a good point.
I see. Yeah, I agree. I see both sides for this. I haven't played it yet. I was just trying to see if I could see like past nominations for that particular category, and I guess there was Terra Nil, Goodbye Volcano High. Yeah, I guess
there's a really interesting conversation to be had here, but I feel like we do not have the time. Have
that's
conversation.
Right.
Right.
Okay, innovation and accessibility, recognizing software and or hardware that is pushing the medium forward by adding features, technology, and content to help games be played and enjoyed by an even wider audience. We have Assassin's Creed Shadows from Ubisoft, Atomfall from Rebellion, Doom: The Dark Ages from id Software, Bethesda, EA Sports FC 26 from EA Canada, and South of Midnight from Compulsion Games.
Doom: The Dark Ages.
Doom: The Dark Ages. I don't even know.
Actually.
Okay. What the...
Because I have it... What my tism is, like, I like to open up video game settings just to see what's in there, even though most of the time I don't really adjust a lot of stuff. And Doom: The Dark Age, as soon as you read this category and I saw Doom was nominated, I was like, I do remember like scrolling endlessly through these accessibility options and seeing like so many different modifiers you can put on the game. So like, if this is the category, that's my vote.
Okay. Anybody else?
Not for me. I have to abstain.
I will agree with you. When I played Doom: The Dark Ages, it had a shitload of options for sure. So, sure, let's give it to him. All right. We've got like 15 minutes to get through this before Gage has to get to work. So we're going to run through this. Best performance awarded to an individual for voiceover acting, motion, and or performance capture. We have Ben Starr
and/or.
Shut up.
Oh my god. Ben Starr from Clair Obscur Expedition 33, Charlie Cox from Clair Obscur Expedition 33, Erica Ishii from Ghosts of Yotai, Jennifer English from Clair Obscur Expedition 33, and Konatsu Katu from Silent Hill F, as well as Troy Baker from Indiana Jones and the Great Circle.
So the most deserving option is not present on this list.
Which is what?
Which is Troy Baker as Higgs in Death Stranding 2.
I quite like Norman.
I couldn't hear you. Cut out.
Wait, so I said I quite like Norman.
Harley, are you there?
Hello?
Is it Harley?
No!
Oh, we can hear you now. We can hear you now.
I said I quite liked Norman. Was he on the list?
No.
Keep going, Gage. Sorry.
That was it. Troy Baker as Higgs was one of the best villain performances for me in like maybe the last like 3, 4, 5 years, maybe. Like, I don't know. I was really, really taken with his performance, and to see him nominated for. I know you like the game, Dan. I'm not trying to take a shot at you. It's. I don't know. He did a very good job doing a Harrison Ford impression, but like Higgs was on another level. It's crazy to me that he's not nominated for that. So I don't know. I kind of feel like I want to abstain because that just boggles my brain how he was not nominated for Higgs.
That whole game had insane performances, dude.
I'm thinking about the scenes right now, and I'm just getting angry. So like I abstain.
I think my predicted vote is Jennifer English for Mael, and well deserved if it wins. But my personal vote is the main character from Silent Hill F is phenomenal. It is such a good, layered, and subtle performance that I can't get over.
Bro?
Oh boy. I think my vote would be for either Ben Starr or Konatsu as well. I haven't played any of these games, but I like Christian. Well, I haven't played Silent Hill, but I watched a lot of people play it. And I was impressed by like the cutscenes and the performances in it as well. But I'll vote for Konatsu just to be with Christian.
All right.
Hell yeah.
If that was his vote.
Yes.
If he ended up voting for her. Yeah. Okay.
So that will be our vote. Konatsu Kadu will be our PXN vote. I would have just chose Troy Baker because I haven't played Clair Obscur or any of the other games. And I think he did an amazing job as, Harrison Ford sound alike, but he did a great job as that.
He did a very good job. He did a very good job at it. I'm not denying that at all. Yeah. It was like uncanny.
All right. Best audio design, recognizing the best in-game audio and sound design. We have Battlefield 6 from EA, Clair Obscur Expedition 33 from Sandfall, Death Stranding 2 on the Beach from Kojima, Ghosts of Yotai from Sucker Punch, Silent Hill F from Neo Bards Entertainment.
We got a big snub in this category. Should have been our.
Dude, and can I say?
say?
Go ahead. We're gonna say the same thing. Go ahead.
No, please, no, you. I want to hear you.
Oh, this is the most intentional like punishment for using AI, because it's like, yeah, AI, like technically their use of AI was in sound design in terms of like, yeah, we're gonna use AI to snub out people's voices, which sure, again, we can all talk about. It doesn't sit right with me. I don't like all that stuff, but this game absolutely has like industry-leading sound design, especially if you want to look at multiplayer shooters in the battle royale / extraction genre. People, when I saw the like, you see clips online of like Shroud looking at the nominations and being like, oh, Arc Raiders wasn't nominated for Game of the Year, that's the snub. That's not the snub I'm worried about. That's arguably not a snub. This is the biggest snub. Arc Raiders stands above these games with its sound design. It is absolutely insane. That being said, my vote would be... Go ahead.
one would argue the fundamental experience of Arc Raiders lives and breathes by its sound design and how excellent it is in
Being
Raid.
able to like immediately identify what weapon people are using because the weapon sounds are just so crunchy. The sounds of shields breaking, like, oh my god, dude, come on. But my vote is Death Stranding 2 on the beach.
Yep, I agree. I think Arc Raiders was snubbed on a few categories, in my opinion, and this was one. Definitely agree with that. For me, it's just Battlefield 6. I think they did a great job with sound design throughout the entire game, and so that's my pick. Ro?
Oh, Christian, I think you're about to say something.
No, go ahead, Ro.
No, okay. I would vote for Death Stranding on the beach. I've only played the first one, but based on playing the first one and knowing, I just imagine that the sequel just took it to another level. So Death Stranding 2 is my vote.
Okay. Christian, did you have a vote for this?
I'm going to speak, but because we're low on time, I'll just say let's just vote for Death Stranding 2 and move on to the next.
All right. Death Stranding 2 it is. Best score in music. We have for outstanding music, inclusive of score, original song, and or licensed soundtrack. We have Christopher Larkin from Hollow Knight Silksong, Darren Korb from Hades 2, Lorian Testard from Clair Obscur Expedition 33, Toma Ottawa from Ghost of Yotai, and Woodkid and Ludwig Forsell on for Death Stranding 2 on the beach.
Go first, Gage.
For anyone who's not a video listener, what are you holding up, Gage?
I'm holding up the vinyl record of Woodkid for Death Stranding 2, a Hideo Kojima game.
There's an aesthetic effect that Death Stranding 2 has, and it entirely hinges on the fucking music that plays as you're making these deliveries, bro. It's something else.
Yeah. And we talked about this privately as I was getting towards the end of the game, where they start doing a lot of interesting things. Not only just a really intentional score, but how they remix and reuse different tracks in different ways for like a compounding effect when the game starts to crescendo. Insane. Absolutely insane. And the personal bias of me being somebody who was listening to Woodkid on my own in like 2012 and like kind of following this guy along, it was a very like kind of surreal thing where I'm it's so fucking peak.
And I'm not a Woodkid guy. The fucking music that he wrote for this game is crazy.
Right, and that's cool, and I love that. Right, it's the same thing for like when I'm starting to dip my toes into anime, and it's like going into something that you think you're primed to hate, and then coming out and be like, it fucking got me, man.
Bro,
I think I'll have to abstain from this one, but I mean, hearing what you guys are saying, it sounds like Death Stranding is a pretty safe pick.
Yep. We'll pick Woodkid and Ludwig. There we go. From what I heard when I was there, I like Woodkid.
38 minutes.
Best art direction for outstanding creative and or technical achievement in artistic design and animation. We have Clair Obscur Expedition 33, Death Stranding 2 on the Beach, Ghost of Yotai, Hades 2, and Hollow Knight Silksong.
This is an interesting category because I feel like this is the one where maybe like playing it isn't really necessarily a prerequisite.
True. Yeah.
As you know, relative to the rest of the categories. And I would actually say that this is one of the ones where I think Clair Obscur is overrated. I do not think graphically it is that impressive at all. My vote would be Hollow Knight Silksong.
Oh, based?
But Hideo Kojima 3D printed all his friends into his game. It's pretty crazy.
The game is gorgeous. The game is like jaw-droppingly gorgeous. But I'm looking at the tizzy in my head is like art direction, where it's like if this was best fidelity, then it would be Death Stranding 2. But like Hollow Knight has a bit more heart and charm to it, I think.
You don't understand, Ro. You can deliver packages to a real life VTuber in the game. But my vote is also Silksong. I forget her name, but it's Pickle. And anyway, my vote's Silk Song.
Oh, okay. I think I know which one. I will also vote for Silk Song.
All right. We all vote for Silk Song. Best art direction. There we go. We're down here. We're down to the last three categories here. Best narrative for outstanding storytelling and narrative development in a game. We have Clair Obscur Expedition 33, Death Stranding 2 On the Beach, Ghosts of Yotai, Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, Silent Hill F. Best narrative.
Death Stranding 2 On the Beach for me.
The fuck? That game does... Oh my God.
You can't say you don't know. You don't get it, man.
You're right.
You gotta be at least curious, Dan, because you gotta realize. Rewind a year. You and I were locked in on the same opinion. Like I'm not just doing this to bait you. Like I was primed to not like this, and I came out of this story being like, "Holy fuck, I get it. I get it now."
The back half of that game is something else, dude.
It really is, dude. I'll take the damage and the goods. I don't break that easy.
Does that mean you're voting for it as well, Christian?
I actually was gonna vote. I was gonna vote Silent Hill F for this, and then Gage said Death Stranding 2, and then I thought about it. I was like, "Fuck!" Back half of that game. So yeah, I'm voting Death Stranding. God damn it.
Okay. Ro?
I would personally vote for Claire just based off what I've heard, but I haven't played most of any of these games, so I would abstain if there's no tie.
Okay. Yeah, I have no vote on this either. I've not played any of these, so that means Death Stranding 2 On the Beach.
Mm-hmm.
It hurts to click that A on your personal account.
It does. Yeah.
You voted for it.
A lot of these have pained me. But best game direction awarded for outstanding creative vision and innovation in game direction and design. We have Clair Obscur Expedition 33, Death Stranding 2 On the Beach, Ghosts of Yotai, Hades 2, and Split Fiction. I will lead us off this time.
Go ahead.
And say Split Fiction, just because that's the only game I've played. And I think that it's Joseph Fares and team at Hazelight continue to find ways to make things interesting for co-op. Like, I think they've introduced more stuff in this game that was really innovative and cool. So
the fact that Joseph Fares is like, he's making like what is essentially 12 games in Unreal Engine 5 and having all of them run smoothly and feel sort of like intuitive is an incredible feat in game design. My vote is for Death Stranding 2 On the Beach.
Okay. Well,
what the fuck?
Koji, and that did sound like I was trying to do a slam dunk on you. Everything I said is genuine. I think Joseph Fares did a really impressive job, and that is how much I loved Kojima as a game designer in this. The direction of gameplay systems interlapping in Death Stranding 2 is just next level. And like I said, this is the game where I was like, oh fuck, I get it. Yeah, Kojima I like Kojima a lot more, and I'm pretty sure I said this to you, Dan, while you were down when you were trying to like figure out why I like this game so much. Where it's like Kojima the writer, I have problems with, but Kojima the gameplay designer, I think I get it. Like he's just in another level. So my vote is Death Stranding 2 On the Beach.
Roshan?
Yes. My vote. I would have to go with. I think Dan won me over for his argument for Split Fiction. They are truly innovating over there. Every time.
Hell yeah.
That'll be my vote.
Yeah, I like Dan's description for why he voted for Split Fiction a lot. It's actually why I think this category is like not that interesting. I think there are like way better games out there this year that are worth having the discussion for like best direction. That said, though,
Kirik, I need you to type on this one.
It's gonna come down to Kirik.
Yeah.
Kirik, please. Come on, man, come through.
There's like a 15-minute cutscene in the middle of Death Stranding 2 that ends with a hug that like fucking floored me. Couldn't believe it. God, Troy Baker in that scene was amazing.
That's not just a cutscene. No, that's also, but this also comes to my point. That's using emergent gameplay because that thing keeps happening during that then you have to control and do that thing, right? It's using every
You guys not
aspect of
trying
the
to spoil it
medium.
is amazing.
Right.
That thing. That
Oh
had to
man,
do,
that scene is fucking lives in my head rent free.
Kirik has spoken.
Whoa!
Kirik has
Kirik has spoken.
and he said Death Stranding was his pick.
Wow.
Sweep.
There it is.
What are the
Is
odds
this real?
that this actually happens at the Game Awards and Death Stranding just keeps getting
Right.
awards
I
every
personally can't wait for when this website does like a look back on some of the years you voted, and like 3 years from now Dan decides to scroll down memory lane and he's like, what the fuck was I doing picking Death Stranding for
Yeah.
every category?
By the way, Udo Kier died this week. His last performance might be in Kojima's next game for Xbox. OD.
Right.
That's
I
true.
saw
If he
that.
finished it, I don't know how deep they are.
From the post that
Well, I
Kojima
mean-
made about it, I was reading between the lines that they never got to record, but I could be wrong on that.
Right, we'll see.
All right, we've made it to the final category here. Game of the Year, recognizing a game that delivers the absolute best experience across all creative and technical fields. Our nominees are Claire Obscure Expedition 33, Death Stranding 2 on the Beach, Donkey Kong Bonanza, Hades 2, Hollow Knight Silk Song, and Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. What's interesting here is Donkey Kong, I feel like would have been good in that last category because like I feel like they had a pretty innovative feature with the destruction
Smashing,
elements.
yeah.
Yeah. But
Right.
Well, one would argue against that because it's singular, right? It's just that one thing the entire time. And from what I've heard, is not as interesting as the game progresses.
that's true. I haven't
No Man's
played.
Sky did it first, actually.
Who did?
I said No Man's Sky did it
Oh,
first,
No
actually.
Man's Sky. Yeah. That's true. I haven't played it extensively, just from the few hours I've played. That was my thoughts. But yeah, so what are you guys thinking? Game of the year. And don't tell me your personal game of the year, because that's a different episode for us. Just tell me from these selections what your game of the year is. And then we can talk about predictions real fast.
I predict Expedition 33 will win. My vote is Silk Song.
Okay. Silk Song.
I predict Silk Song will win. My personal vote from this list is Death Stranding 2 on the Beach.
Okay.
I agree. I think I'm Silk Song. Yeah, I agree. Silk Song is gonna win, and that's my prediction as well, and my vote as well. I mean,
Okay.
prediction and vote Silk Song.
I'm just gonna pick Donkey Kong because that's the only one of these that I've played. I know that's absurd, but I can't pick anything else not playing them. But my prediction is Claire Obscure Expedition 33. I feel like they're gonna get their flowers here. Yeah. But that means PXN's pick is Hollow Knight Silk Song.
Before Gage goes, can I tell you guys the funny story really, really fast?
Yes.
Please.
I saw that the PlayStation Gear store is closing permanently, and they're having like an insane sale. So I went on there out of curiosity, and they have a bunch of clothes from Insert Coin that they collaborated with, selling for dirt. So I bought like winter jackets, denim jackets, and flannels for less than $70. One of them is a Forspoken denim jacket. I'm gonna have to like remove the game logo off the jacket.
Damn. Wow. Is it? Are the stuff still available?
I just checked and it is still happening. Yeah,
I'm seeing it. Yeah, you get
and
a Concord logo hoodie.
Too.
I got a Last of Us flannel for like $5, dude. And it's like minimalist clothes, so like you can't really see the logo, or you can take it off. It's great.
Right.
What is this on?
PlayStation Gear.
Oh.
Or gear.playstation.
There's some you're right. There are some crazy deals going on right now. What
that
the
Returnal
fuck?
jacket's pretty nice.
I bought the Returnal jacket. I bought it. It's a nice windbreaker, dude.
Yeah.
$15.
It was originally $70. What?
Holy
Exactly,
shit.
dude.
These are some steals right here.
That's crazy. You're welcome, PlayStation, for this free advertising. Keurig said he picked Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 because it is in my heart, but I think Expedition 33 will steal the show.
Wow.
All right, gents. I think that's going to do our show this week. I figured we were just going to have time for this, so I didn't really plan for anything else. Did you guys have any final thoughts before we close?
No?
I do. Remember Andor?
Okay.
Dude, welcome to the rebellion.
Andor, welcome to the rebellion. And thank you again to everyone joining us live on YouTube and Twitch, as well as podcast services everywhere, including Apple Podcasts, YouTube Music, Spotify, and everywhere else you get your podcasts. Thank you, Ro. Thank you, Christian. Thank you, Gage. I am Daniel, and this has been Podcast PXN, and we are out. Much love, and keep on gaming.
See ya.
Adios.